about the order here. It wasn't as we had it written, so, okay. My name is Elaine McDermott. I'm here to defend my rights as a female and a lifelong citizen of Montgomery County, Maryland. It is your duty as legislators to study the bill and anticipate or consider many possible unintended consequences. This is not a progressive bill. Instead, it backslides the safety of women and children in Maryland. Don't be hoodwinked by these special interest groups. And there are many testifying today. But please pay attention to the bill. In the bill, it states that gender identity means a gender-related identity, appearance, expression, or behavior of an individual, regardless of the individual's assigned sex at birth. This means that a male can either dress as a female, for that is appearance, or simply say he is a female, for that is expression, or walk into a women's locker room or bathroom, for that is behavior. Therefore, HB 235 opens the door for males to have full access to women's facilities. To females, a male entering their facility is considered to be an intruder, but according to HB 235, they are welcome to be there. Asbury Methodist Village, a senior retirement community in Gaithersburg, Maryland, is clearly a place that is licensed and regulated. My mother-in-law lives in Asbury, and at one time resided in the assisted living building. This past year, there was a rape that took place in a women's public restroom in the assisted living building. It is interesting that this rape occurred after the passage of Montgomery County's defective gender identity law. And this after there were multiple assurances that there would be no need to fear about bathroom safety in Montgomery County. The action of a male entering a female restroom is, by the bill's very definition, protected gender identity behavior. This is a perfect example of the Montgomery County problem of not being able to question males that are entering female facilities. This bill is a friend to males with ill intentions. HB 235 robs me of my right to safety and privacy. 1 out of every 6 women has been the victim of rape or attempted rape. That should be of grave concern to you as you consider the bill's impact on your own female family members. Don't be hoodwinked. Read Section 2402A. Facilities and accommodations are run by those who are licensed and regulated. Facilities and accommodations include changing rooms, shower rooms, and restrooms. Therefore, public safety, public health, and general welfare will be compromised. Accommodations and facilities, such as swimming pools and schools, are regulated by the Department of Labor, Licensing, and Regulation. Who will our children see in the shower area at the swimming pool? Who will our children see in the physical education locker rooms at their school? And what about the schools? There is no exemption there. This bill has serious flaws. Again, I say, don't be hoodwinked.
My name is Denise Schick. I'm here to give you a personal testimony. At the age of 9, my dad shared with me his desire to become a woman. He stated he had been sexually molested as a young child and continued sharing several sordid sexual details that no child needs to hear. My dad told me that I would know he was feeling like a woman because I would see him crossing his legs as women do when they cross their legs wearing a dress. I believed I was to blame for his problem because I was a girl. I had great concern for my dad. I loved my dad. And at the same time, I had lost my security and I was left confused and hurt. I had discovered my dad had a peephole through the bathroom wall. Because of my dad's behavior, I had lost my privacy in our own bathroom. He watched me as I showered, dressed, did my hair and makeup. This was no privacy for a young girl. There was even times when I'd go to the bathroom and his eye would be through the peephole. This was insane to me as he lived every desire that he had through my own life. As a young child and teenager, I struggled with my own sexuality and my own gender as I lived in this environment. My dad's struggle had truly become my struggle as I fought for freedom and sanity. My dad caused emotional and physical pain when he started fondling my breast. He would tackle me to the ground, grasp my breast so tightly. And I remember thinking then how wrong it felt. My dad desired breasts so badly that he seemed to think by touching me that they would become his for those few moments. As a result of my personal experience, I struggled at times if life was worth living. I also struggled with prolonged and unresolved grief, sadness, shame of being a girl, difficulties in intimacy, trust in relationship, as well as a sense of not belonging. I found some relief as a teenager by becoming involved in drinking alcohol. I needed a way to escape, and I felt accepted by my peers, especially if I was drinking, and I could get the boys to notice me. Since I had not felt accepted by my dad as his daughter or a girl, I looked in the wrong places many times. My father, although employed, chose to spend his money on women's clothing. As a result, my siblings and I often poured water over our cereal instead of milk. There were times when I was hungry and going through the cupboards would find a potato to peel to eat with some salt on it. During a radio interview, I was asked, in what ways is your life different than any other teenage daughter? I had replied, most teenage daughters don't need to worry while they're away at high school if their father is wearing their underwear or their bras. What you hear me say to you before at this moment is not an isolated case. There are other children out there in the same situation and what I am testifying to you before. Because of my personal experience, I have written a book titled My Daddy's Secret in order to bring a broader understanding of what truly the children go through and how they are impacted. I have a ministry that reaches out to families affected by this issue. If you give special rights to special interest groups, there will be an increase in the harassment that already is occurring with the ex-transsexuals and their families and the ministries like mine, who will be protecting our rights. I ask that you do not approve Bill 235, as this will be harmful to innocent children and young people who are most impressionable, just as I was. The unexpected consequences of this bill will affect children. I ask that you consider the following reasons. Bill 235 will put children at risk of sexual and gender confusion. Bill 235 will open the door to pedophiles causing physical and emotional harm in young lives. My dad violated my privacy until I was 18 and moved out of the home. No woman deserves that. Please vote no to HB 235. Instead, I ask that you speak for alternative programs that would benefit people like my dad and their families. If you approve Bill 235, you will be encouraging this behavior at the children's expense. Thank you.
Yes, sir.